should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Oh, I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't ask me. Oh, hell no. You rip my city so damn long. But you still don't notice me. Sound next. Oh, VA next. I'm at they neck. I'm running up the check. See you back, mama, she a diva. No matter what happens, she cannot come between us again. I know we're better than friends. I took up Queen's Gambit, showed around my friends. Tried to pick some energy up, it don't matter. I know you never moved on if you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied all night long. What you mean I changed? Now stay the same. Had me losing my mind. Said the city is mine. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Oh, I know right from wrong.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Catch made by Alvin Kamara. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He breaks the tackle. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They are now set for 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, it puts a sack on the board.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Lamar off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Lamar now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Vikings are going to take over from deep in their own side. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back, the pick 6. Another score here in this 1st quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 18. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come in! You! Yeah.
Play fake, Jackson. This throw is cupped. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Into the hand. Oh, he loses the football. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Throwing now off play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Handoff headed right, Kamara. And defenders are there to get him at the line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings make it an 18-point game. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now Jackson off the play action. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Here we go. 2nd and very long. Pulled in along the sideline by Hopkins. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. Third down coming. Play action. Here's Jackson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action now with Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie from Michigan. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Able to find Hawkinson. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 3. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down. Nearly an interception on that play. And now it's third and short.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Here's the give on third and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. McCarthy throwing on fourth down. And they pick him off again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First down throw for Jackson. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Kamara now on first and 10. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the shotgun, McCarthy caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Ravens more than happy to take over in enemy territory. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go play fake with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Lamar now from the gun. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens continue piling onto this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. He picks up 16 on the good return. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position. On 1st down, Jackson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down, here's Lamar. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Lamar throwing again. Buying some time. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get more points to end a lopsided first half. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. So that clock's going to run as he takes a knee. We'll see if the defense wants to burn a timeout and preserve some of it.
Ravens 41, Vikings 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running behind center with Camaro. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 2.
On play action now, McCarthy. Oh, he put everything he hit, and they pick him off again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Lamar back to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
We give to Henry on the inside hand. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
Turning to Henry on third. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on fourth down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Justin Tucker to kick off the ball.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And his choice to leave the end zone going to cost him a small chunk here as he's out shy of that 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here.
Back of my head, that was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Hockenson reels it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
First down, Vikings.
Give now to the running back. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Fullback dive up the gut. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Now it's McCarthy. He has the first over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create...
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd and goal, Henry. Pickup of a couple, and after 3 straight stops, they're up against 4th and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Tucker's kick is up and good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Run here with Kamara. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another run for Kamara. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's Kamara on 3rd down. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. He's got pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know you got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive.